rejection after rejection, interviews, hopes. Then, we found a better candidate. And you can feel, oh, am I not good enough? I started doubting myself.
So how did you find a job? How did you go from a student to finding a job?
That was a very hard transition.
Yeah?
Probably you had it too, and maybe other people have it, but honestly, it's hard to go from a student to not being a student anymore, because you don't know what to do. We have been given a pattern, a path our whole life. Like, we were going to school, we have the schedule, we have the program. People tell us what to do, what to study, how to do it. Someone is navigating us the whole time, and in university is the same. And then you finish university and you're like, now what? So you have to figure out, what kind of job do you want? Do you want to start something yourself? Do you want to find a corporate job? Do you want to find a job in a smaller company? What field do you want to work in? And I studied business, which is very broad. So I didn't know exactly what I want to do as well. And after I graduated, it was summer. The summer in Spain was great. And then it was time to find a job. And firstly, I found a job here in English, which was hard. To find a job in Spain in English, it's a bit tough. But I did, and it lasted a month.
Why is that difficult to find a job? Is that because people here speak Spanish, or what are you referring to?
I think the Spanish is it's a barrier. You have less opportunities. There are opportunities right now in Spain in English, I think. But also you're just graduated, and they ask for 5 years of experience.
Yeah. You had one job for 1 month?
Yes, I had this job for 1 month, and it wasn't for me at all. I couldn't do it, and no, I could do it, but it wasn't a match. It was sales.
Sales.
Yeah, and I didn't like it. I didn't also like the environment. It's very important who do you work with. I had a friend there at work, which was nice. But in general, it wasn't my type of job. It was this huge office with, I don't know, 100 desks, and you have these borders on the desk, so you're in your tiny desk. I felt so bad. You know, it's a very bad place to put you after university, because you graduated, you have these big dreams of changing the world, and then they put you in a desk and you're and they're like, call. And you call people on the phone and you're like,
What did you sell?
Education.
Education?
Yes.
What kind of education?
It was courses from MIT.
Okay.
So it was a cool thing to sell, you know?
It was one of those jobs that sounded pretty cool, but...
No, honestly, I just took the job. Okay. They accepted me. But then it didn't last long. And then it was hard. That's when the hard part started. Because I was confused. I was like, okay, I know that I don't want to work this kind of job, but what do I want to do? And I went back to Bulgaria. Because at that time I really needed to be close to...
After that 1 month of working, you went back to Bulgaria.
So I found the job in September, it ended in October, and then I stayed November, and then December for Christmas I went back home. Because I needed the support of the family, I needed to feel good, because I was lost. I really had no idea what to do with my life. So I went home and I started applying for jobs, and from the moment I went back home, I wanted to come back to Madrid. I was waking up every day with the thought of, I want to be back to Madrid, I want to be back to Madrid. So I was applying every day for jobs. And it was hard, a lot of rejections. But
so that difficult period, that difficult transition from studying to working didn't kill your love for Madrid?
No. Okay. Love stays always. Love is the strongest thing in the world. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's strange love for a city, but it kept me going. It was like a fuel, because I knew I wanted to be back here. So I was looking for a job here. There were times, of course, when I was disappointed, because it's hard. As I said, it's hard to find a job in Madrid if you don't speak Spanish. It makes it even harder. It's hard to find a job anywhere. But I was always keeping a positive mindset and reminding myself that everyone finds a job. It's okay. I'm gonna find a job as well. But sometimes when you receive so many rejections, because you have been also through a process of applying to jobs, I suppose.
Absolutely.
And you know, it's rejection after rejection, interviews, hopes, then, oh, we found a better candidate. And you can feel, oh, am I not good enough? I started doubting myself, and I was like, okay, was my education not that good that they're not taking me? Am I not that good? I started doubting myself because it's a lot of no's. But I always try to remind myself, you're good enough, you can do it, you're gonna get the best job for you. That's not for you, you're gonna get something better. And it's true. You always get what's for you. And my job was exactly for me, and
How did you get it?
on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And what happened is that I was in Bulgaria, so I went in end of December, and already in the beginning of March, I was like, no, it's time. I have to go. I was having some interviews, I was through this application process, and I remember this day so good. I was sitting with one of my friends, and she was studying, and I was applying for jobs. And I was like, okay, enough is enough. I'm buying a ticket to Madrid. And I didn't have a job, I didn't have anything, but I was like, I'm going. So I bought the ticket, and it was for 16th of March, so in 2 weeks. And I wrote in my calendar 20th of March, which was Monday, first day of work. I just wrote first day of work. And I was like, I know that on 20th of March, I'm gonna have a job. And at that time, I didn't have anything sure, but I was sure that there will be a job for me. I was even thinking, okay, if nothing works out from the jobs I'm applying to, the ones that are connected to my studies, I'm just gonna go to coffee places. For sure they would want a barista or someone to do something in the back. And it would improve my Spanish, so I was open for everything. I just wanted to be here. Did you have something similar?
Yeah. I also went through the barista layover in my dreams. Yeah, so I had also difficulties finding my way, and I remember I was talking with my best friend, and we were brainstorming on my behalf. What do I do? And I was seriously considering I could be a barista, and at this point I just graduated with a master's degree in marketing from Copenhagen Business School. But I was like, if it takes a couple of months in Starbucks to get the Spanish dream to become a reality, then let's do that. And as you said, I will probably learn more Spanish handling coffee over in Starbucks than in my current job, where I work in sales in Danish. Yeah. So, but I think it's so interesting how you put in the date in the calendar, and then you just kind of decide to make it happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it happened.
Yeah. What did that teach you? What did that period teach you?
That anything you want and you approach with this mindset that it will happen, it will happen.
Okay.
For sure.
Could I ask you for a small favor that would mean a lot to me? If you found this conversation interesting, then please give the video a like, so I know what content to make more of, so I know what topics to dive deeper into next. That will be a massive help. Find the full episode somewhere here below, and thank you for your support.